Have you ever felt, my loves, have you ever felt like you would describe your energy as feeling beside yourself, or something felt off, or I just didn't feel like myself? Have you ever got thoughts in your head that feel like these aren't normally what I would think, or I'm acting in ways that feel not like myself, or you're receiving almost images of past images of things that reminders or memories of times when you perhaps weren't acting in your highest vibration, or guilt comes back up normally at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? I want to talk into this because this is a really important subject, and this is all about being in our bodies, being embodied, and why it's so important. Because remember when we all started meditating many years ago, I know that it was almost like a desire to lift out of the body. Like I really wanted to astral travel. And I was kind of bummed out that, after so many years of meditating, I was like, I should be flying around the ceiling by now. But it was almost about leaving your body, sort of becoming out of the body, like transcendent, that mean transcending the physical body. But now we know that as the vibration's rising, the most important thing we can do is be in the physical body, still be connected to the divine, but be very, very connected to our physical body and be connected to the earth. So I spend a lot of time with clients helping them to get back into their physical body, to clear the energy field, to get really grounded and really solid on the earth plane. And to, we do a lot of practices. The tapping is great because it's really bringing ourselves into the physical body. We're speaking lots of practices to make us feel more dense in our body rather than floating away. And one of the reasons that we need to be in our body embodied is it's like if you were driving through a neighborhood and there was a house that had no lights on and looked like someone was home. There's more likelihood that someone is going to go and try and break into that house than the other house that has the sound of people in there. There's lights on, there's the smells of cooking coming out. And that's the same as our bodies. If there's energies that are around us, we live in an energetic soup. And, it's true. This is so valid. It's not just something woo-woo. It's something that scientists, quantum entanglement theory, when our energy hits against somebody else's, we feel the energy, especially if we're porous, especially if we're very highly sensitive. And we have to know how to cleanse and clear our energy. We have to know what's ours. We have to be in our physical bodies. That's why it's important to move your physical body, to be doing things to remind yourself that you've got a physical body. After every session I have with clients, I get outside and I put my bare feet on the ground. I actually walk as much as possible in bare feet so that I can feel the earth and I can feel connected. And I remember a time when I didn't really want to be in a physical body. Like it felt nice to float out. And I love those meditations where you'd be like, I just feel so, woo, woo. But now I've learned that it's a beautiful place to be, but we have chosen to come in here and have a human experience. And that means that we have to fully be in our meat suit. And it means that when we are in here, we've got a stronger field. And when we have a strong field, when we set up our energy, when we know who we are, when we know for what we stand for, what we won't stand for, when we can stand in our energy, when we can own our no, when we can speak up, when we can say, no, I don't want to do that, when we can energetically push energy away, when we can pull our energy in so that we're really nice and close, then we are in a lot stronger energetic position and safety. And I have shared before, but I remember walking along one day and I heard this thought about myself. And it was so mean. It was honestly, but it was like I was hearing it as if it was an outside voice. And I went, no, I do not accept that. No, that ego voice, that voice of fear that's trying to keep me small, little, contained and not grow, I do not accept that as the truth. Be gone. So getting really clear about, your mental stories and what you're telling yourself, because it's literally old programming. And this is what we do when we're tapping through. You can tap through old programs and tap in new neural pathways And every time, it's like a groove in a record, right? Every time we play that, it gets stronger and stronger. I'm sending you so much love at this time. Get in your body, get on the earth, go and move your body. Remember, you have a physical body. Give yourself a hug. Do something that grounds you back in.